Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC, and we're going to talk about the possible bottom formation we could be getting we could be anticipating within the next few weeks or few months, right? At least for the short term. As you can see, we talked about this structure multiple times regarding the dev cross 21 EMA crossing over the 100 EMA. We mentioned it multiple times, and we said as soon as we drop below this area, we're going to be looking for this white line. This white line, it is basically your smooth moving average, your 200 smooth moving average on the 4-day chart, or you can take a look at on the 5-day chart. Looks better, right? So on the 5-day chart, we've been anticipating a dev cross, and we said exactly if we get this dev cross, we're most likely going to be retesting like a 55 to 4200 range, and we did that exactly. So why did we choose a 55 and 4200 range? We chose basically 55 and 42 because if you take a look at it on a weekly basis, 5500 was basically our 200 moving average, and we've been calling for it forever. And at the same time, 55 was also our 0.618 pullback on the macro scale, right? Swing high to swing low. We said 5500 was exactly at 0.618 on the log scale, and we said exactly also if you take a look at it, 0.786 was also at 4200 range. So, but not just in terms of fib retracement, we also notice, right, when you take a look at your smooth moving average, your 200 smooth moving average, not your 200 moving average, right? Your 200 smooth moving average, we bottom right at it like back in basically 2015, January 2015. We hit it exactly right at it, right? So you can see we replicated basically the same structure. So we've been anticipating this move, not in terms of Elliott wave, but just in terms of like a moving averages, right? So we basically said if we break 55, okay, the next possible support going to be 4200, and 4200 also, if you take a look at it on the CME, we did not break 4200. We hit 4200 on the dot, and we talked about this stuff like guys back in December, mid-December. So if you've been bullish after we basically pump above this 21 EMA, we gave you a good warning. Okay, we said do not buy BTC above 10k. Do not buy BTC above 10k. Try to accumulate it just about 55 to 4200 range. But most if you've basically been following our strategy, you know basically what we've been talking about and how we've been anticipating these moves. So the next big question is, are we going to be pushing to the upside and start a new bull run? Because last time we did it, we basically started a new bull run, right? So what is my view about like the next bull run? I still believe, okay, we got another retest, and we're going to be retesting bigger moving averages in terms of like a monthly, because we basically nailed it on the 5-day chart, we nailed it on the weekly. So I don't have any moving average, okay, below the weekly time frame being able to support the price. Okay, so we could possibly look for the we could possibly look for the monthly time frame right now. So we have to just focus on the monthly time frame. And if you take a look at it on the monthly basis, our 100 EMA going to be our most reasonable basically moving average we could be paying attention to. And right now on the BLX chart monthly time frame, 100 EMA, it is exactly at 3200 range. Right now it is at 3200 range. But if you take a look at it on Bitstamp, if you take a look at it on Bitstamp, right, if you take a look at it on Bitstamp, the monthly your monthly 100 EMA, it is going to be exactly at 2850. So what I'm looking for right now, I'm looking for two targets, like temporary target. It doesn't mean we're gonna hit like a 28 on the dot, or we're gonna hit 32 on the dot, because we can basically spike to the downside like a 10 to 20% below it, right, and retest like a 2400 range, right? And I explained to you guys why 24 is also in play and stuff like that, right? But the most probable scenario I'm looking for right now, right, it is going to be just about like a for the bottom formation, okay, 32 to 28, right? 32 to 28. So but I really don't want to wait like for those exact number, right? Because like I said, BC is extremely bullish right now. even though we're about to get a death cross, I think the death cross can trigger some bullishness about BTC. We're not going to go to the moon, right? But it could give us a 2 to 3x move within the next few months. So it is time to accumulate. Anything below 55, right? It is a good time to accumulate, because we could just like a spike down to like a 28 in a matter of like a second and then pump back up. Most people are going to miss it. So the best thing to do is like basically to accumulate anything below 55, just by the dip. So if you miss like the bottom, like let's say you miss the 28 spike, you might just be you're gonna be okay, because your average could be like a 3k or 3.5k, stuff like that, right? So best thing to do is just like put those orders and wait, instead of like a wait for price to drop, because most traders, most investors, they're going to be panicking when price is going to be dropping, right? It is just natural. Most people tend to panic when they see like a 30% drop, 40% drop, 50% drop. So but if you just put those orders, right, and just wait for a market to come to you, you're not going to be worrying too much, right? Just like we said about XRP. When XRP was 30 cents, we said buy XRP at 13 cents, but most people did not buy at 13 cents, right? They're going to be scared to buy at 13 cents when price drop. Price drop even below 13 cents, all the way down to 13 cents. Most investors basically and traders were kind of scared to pick up XRP at 13 cents, right? So that's all I wanted to cover today. So basically, just to recap what we talked about, pay attention to your your monthly 100 EMA. Okay, it is very, very important. I talked about it when the Dow Jones was dropping, and I said pay attention to your 100 EMA on the Dow was like roughly around like I think like 23, something like that, 20,000. So we basically hit 20,000 on the dot, and even below 20,000. Okay, 18.5, right? So that's our next major target. If we're going to be spiking to the downside, we're definitely going to be looking for high 2k area. All right guys, that's all I wanted to cover today. Hopefully the content is useful. That's a macro scale. It is not about like a BTC basically pumping to like a 7k or 8k or all that good stuff. It is like it is about the bottom formation, because we know we're going to drop. We know we're not going to the moon. So it is about the bottom formation and basically accumulation, right? All right guys, thanks a lot for watching.